Hello, and welcome to another episode of the You Are Not Alone podcast. My name is Debbie Gold, and I'm here with my co-host and son, Greg, and we are so glad that you're here with us. Each week on this show, we will talk about informative issues that will make you think and help you grow. It is our wish that you will find hope, encouragement, and a little bit of Jesus in every episode.
Welcome back to the You Are Not Alone show. It's been a little break since we've been here on the last episode, but good reason for that.
We've had a lot going on.
Yeah, you've been busy as a bee, and, well, we had a trip for my 21st birthday, and we went to the beautiful state of Nevada, and we went to Las Vegas.
Right on.
Yeah, and it was an amazing trip, I will tell you that. I mean, how would you describe it?
Well, it was nonstop, pretty much.
Yeah.
And 3 nights, 4 days of nonstop
Action, go.
And I let me just ask this. So I don't remember what I did for when I was younger, our drinking age was 18.
Yeah, you told me that today.
In Wisconsin. And not all states were that way, but Wisconsin was.
Yeah.
Probably because there's like a bar on every corner in every town that you go to. And so I don't remember what I did on my 18th birthday. I certainly don't remember what I did on my 21st because it probably wasn't that big of a deal.
Right.
So this is my question for you. Would you do the Las Vegas trip over again for your 21st birthday? Would you recommend it?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
I'd recommend, I know you guys are like, no, 3 or 4 days is enough, but I'd recommend like 4 to 5 days. 6 or 7 would be a little too much.
Yeah.
Just because there's so much stuff to do in the city. Like, yeah, the Strip is awesome and all that, but there's Fremont Street, there's downtown, there's restaurants, 10 minutes away that are amazing, but then the Strip, there's just, it's a 30-minute walk on one side, and then if you switch on to the other, it's an hour walk. With just shops and people to see and street performers, it's just go, like you were saying.
Okay, so you would totally do that again. You would just do it a little different. Maybe longer.
Yeah, a little longer.
Yeah. Well, the longer you stay, the more expensive it gets.
True.
This is why we want to do this show, too, to tell about the fun stuff that's there to do, but to also share with you some ways that you can save some money.
Yeah.
And there definitely are ways to do that in Vegas. And I think we figured that out after we got home, probably. But anyway, it's okay.
Yeah.
And Greg did win. Yay.
Yeah, I know. The casino was actually pretty good to me. So I did well. So
yeah.
I remember I left... I have a photo of the chips that I took, or the chips that I got from leaving
the chips you stole.
The chips that I had after leaving a blackjack table, and it was like, I don't know if I have it, but it was like 4 $25 chips, and then like a ton of different $1 chips or whatever, and it was like $140, and I was like, that was from blackjack, and I was like, no way.
You did good at blackjack.
I did, yeah.
Now, well, let's start by talking about gaming. What are the great things you can do?
25, 50, 75, 100, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So, 40 right there. I was like, sweet.
Do you know what you put in to start?
It was a 20.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
Yeah.
And so let's talk about... So blackjack, you had a great idea of downloading an app for blackjack.
Yeah. So
and you really got to know the game.
Yeah, because I was thinking... Me and my buddy Nathaniel, who, we've done everything together.
He came with us, by the way.
He came with us. I brought him to Vegas, and he had a blast, too. And Nathaniel, he's been in LSU, and him and his buddies, they play poker and stuff, or Texas Hold'em and stuff. But I was like, if I'm going to Vegas, I don't know how to play poker. I kind of know roulette. That's simple. Slots is like a no-brainer, but I got to know a table game at least to, sit down and... Strategy, yeah. So I was like, blackjack, that 21. That sounds pretty simple. And I downloaded an app on my phone, and for months, like you were saying, I started just playing it and practicing. And we even did some mimic blackjack at the table down here with quarters and stuff. That was super fun too.
We did that.
Yeah,
practicing at home.
Yeah. And it paid off for sure because that was fun. But
you get comfortable. It's like you get that practice. Like we all need that. I remember when I first got on a blackjack table when I was young, and I used to play. Our family played poker, and they played where you got to pick the game, and there were all these different games blackjack and no peek and 7-card draw and 5-card draw and I don't know. There were just like probably 20 different games, but the dealer got to choose the game he wanted to play. He or she wanted to play, and I would play blackjack like that. But it's very different when you're sitting on a table.
Do you remember? Yeah.
With a dealer, and you're thinking about money and your chips and how much to bet and when to double down and when to split and do all that. It's very different.
Do you remember our first blackjack dealer that I ever sat down at? It was either an Asian woman or
was that at the Paris?
It was at
where
the
we
Paris.
Stayed?
It was a short-haired, I don't know, Asian or something like that lady. Yeah, Asian lady. And she had a mask on, and her voice was so muffled, and she didn't really speak, but she was super quick. I mean, she'd draw cards, boom, 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 boom. She'd flip her cards. Okay, draw, hit, draw, hit, draw, hit.
Yeah.
You know, super fast. And
I don't like when they go so fast.
This is my first time sitting down at an actual table, and it was just me and Mom at the time. And then I lose all my money, whatever. Nathaniel, my buddy, sits down. And then my mom puts in another 20 or something. Or no, she put in like, you put in like 100 or something, and then you made like 175 or something off that. And then these two other guys came up when you were about to, say
I know.
I'm done.
That was in Old Town, Vegas.
Was that at Fremont?
Yes,
Okay.
Fremont Street.
Okay. Oh, was that at Binion's?
Yes.
That was at Binion's.
It was Binion's.
Binion's Steakhouse.
And casino.
And she's like, okay, I'm all done. I'm going to cash out. And the lady goes, Hamada, it sounded like Hamada through the mask. And we were like, me and Mom looked at each other like, what? And then the lady was like doing this motion like, come here, like, gimme. And we were like, what? And I was thinking maybe like, Mom, give her your chips or something. She has to count them or something.
Yeah.
And then these two guys sit down and she was like, help me understand what this is. What am I doing here? Why am I getting yelled at? And then these guys are like, I think she wants you to give her chips so she can break it up into bigger values.
Give you bigger chips. So you don't walk around with like a ton of ones.
Yeah.
$1 chips.
Yeah. Walk around with 250s.
So that's what they like to do at the table. And then you go to the
booth or the,
what's the cage called? The casino cage?
Register? I don't know. Yeah,
what's it called? The casino cage?
And
that's...
It'll come back to me.
Yeah, we'll
that's where you cash
casino
out.
Cage, that's it.
Yeah, casino cage.
And that's what people say. They tell you, go to the casino cage. And we're like, what's a casino cage?
Yeah. Well, it's where all the money is.
That's where you can take all your chips and get your cash back, your bills back.
Yeah, give them your ID, put your chips on the counter, they count your chips, they spread them out, they take out some money, count it up, count it in front of you, here you go.
Yep.
Bring me some more. Okay. It's like, sweet. So.
Right. And so one thing about blackjack that we learned, I know there's always the thing about you don't want to get a dealer that has too many decks because if you want to count cards, like if you want to count aces, aces are important in blackjack, right?
Yeah.
So if you if you have a 3-deck deal, like they go through 3 decks before they shuffle and go over again, then there's going to be 12 aces total.
Exactly.
And if you're counting those aces as they come up and go away each round, that's really important. There was one place that we went to that had an automatic shuffler, so you never saw the dealer shuffle.
Like those.
We played on that for a while, and then I later learned that those are not good to play on.
I saw a video on those automatic shufflers, and there's a machine inside that. So, like, the automatic shuffler is this big white box, right?
Yeah.
Inside the machine, there's a bunch of cards, 52 cards.
Well, it's going to be like 6 decks.
6 decks, so a bunch of cards.
52 cards in a deck.
But then there's this thing inside that picks up the cards, picks up a group of cards, and then flushes them each time a dealer pulls out a card. So it automatically switches them inside the machine.
So there's no way to...
There's no way to count.
No way to count.
No way to count nothing.
So this one lady told me that what you should do is go to a table. She pointed to some tables and said they do 3 decks at that table or those tables over there, and the dealer actually shuffles them herself, and she'll give you that little yellow plastic card that you cut the whole deck of all those and then that's where it's going to end, and then she'll have to shuffle over again.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, much better strategy. Just a little tip for all of you that are planning to head to Vegas in the near future.
Also, if you guys ever want to play slots, play White Buffalo, you will get rich. My buddy Nathaniel, he put a 10 in, and then he lost $8, and then he was like, okay, one more spin. He did a $1 spin. He had $9 out, and needed $1 credit. He was like, all right, I'm going to put it all on $1 because it was 50 cents a spin. So he's like, all right, 2 spins. Let's go $1, all or nothing. He hits it. I have a video of this. Jackpot. He gets a feature. It hits 2 features. It goes ding 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 ding. You win jackpot. He goes 20, 40, 60, 70, 85. And he goes $1 into $85 off of White Buffalo. And then he cashed out, walked away, gave me the receipt, cashed out, boom.
Yeah. And that's the other trick with
walking away. You gotta move
with video games. So you say you put in $20 to start. And then all of a sudden you're coming down, and then you're back up. If you're back up, you get up to 50 or 60, or you're ahead.
Cash out.
Get your ticket.
Yeah.
And then you take that to the cage, but you trick the machine by thinking that you don't have any money in there.
What I was doing to just stay positive the entire time, I'd put a 20 in, right? If that 20 went to 10, I'd cash out. I'd leave the machine. I'd go to a different machine. That machine's not hot. That 20 turned into a 40, I'd take that 40, I'd cash out, I'd go to the register, make $40. Sorry, my buddy's calling me. School me. Anyways, yeah, I'd turn the 20 to a 40, and then I'd cash out at the 40, and then I'd keep my $40. And then if I wanted to go play later, I'd put a 20 in, and then repeat, rinse. So it was like repeat and rinse, repeat. Yeah.
Rinse, repeat. Okay. Gotcha.
So there's gambling.
Yeah, there's gambling.
And then the hotels.
Holy
cow, the Paris was beautiful.
We stayed at the Paris.
Tell them about the Paris. It was beautiful.
It was beautiful. It's set up. There's an Eiffel Tower, a big, huge, tall Eiffel Tower out by the swimming pool. Everything inside is it feels like you're on the streets of Paris. Mm-hmm. Although I have to say, it was very dark inside.
The Eiffel Tower, though.
That is gorgeous. That pool was really nice. Mm-hmm. Although the drinks are how much for a double, like a mixed drink, like a cocktail?
I almost want to say...
It was like $37.
It was 18, I thought. Something like that.
Well, there was one that was 18, and then it was...
One was 30. Yeah, one was 37.
I think that was like a double.
That made me almost sick.
But then you could go over to the other little place and get a beer for, what, 12?
5. I don't know. The prices were weird there. One bar was like $37 for a simple mixed drink. The other place next door was $3 for a beer. It's what the heck?
But now if you're gambling, you're actually actively gambling. You get free drinks. Yes. Now, tell your story about that. How you guys would kind of shuffle around a little bit.
So we figured out after 2 days of, messing around at the strip, and then at night we'd actually, hit the casino and, play some slots and have fun there. And, well, we figured out these drink ladies, we'd ask them, hey, can you get me a vodka martini or whatever, or a simple drink? And they'd be like, no, I can't come over here because that's the other bartender, or that's the other drink lady's territory. I'd be like, okay, well then let me go to this slot machine. I'll put some money in. I'll play over here. Can you give me a Long Island iced tea? She'd be, okay, yes. Can I see your ID? Yes, ma'am. Here you go. Boom, like that. She's like, okay, you want that? Nathaniel gets his drink, whiskey and Coke or whatever. She goes over there, and then the drink ladies usually take 20 to 30 minutes.
Not that long.
No, 20 to 30 minutes. I'm not even lying. So you gotta put in $20. Penny slots. Put in penny bets. That way you're there. That way you're there for a long time just playing. But what we figured out, these girls have territories, right? So you go to the one side, you get your drink. Then you go to the next one, you see the other drink lady that has the other territory. You go, excuse me, miss, could I get a Long Island iced tea? Okay, yeah, sure. And they come back at different times because they're not going to come out at the same time. They're serving the entire casino. So, well, you get your first drink. You drink that, and then all of a sudden the second drink comes around. And then you say, keep them coming. So it's,
Mm-hmm.
Ring around the rosy with drinks. So.
Right.
But yeah, it's pretty fun.
So we were talking about...
Drinks, for sure.
We were talking about hotels. So here's my thing. So we stayed on the Strip because I wanted Greg and Nathaniel to experience their first time to Vegas to be right on the Strip, the Las Vegas Strip. And that's where, like, the Cosmopolitan is, Planet Hollywood,
Caesar's Palace,
Bellagio. There's all the big ones.
Mandalay Bay, Trump Tower. I mean,
Yeah.
Everything.
So anyway, and it's just kind of cool to be on the Strip because at night it gets kind of crazy, and you'll see
beautiful.
The lights are beautiful. You see all
People
kinds of
are
fun stuff going on.
People watching is fun, and it's never boring. I mean, there's so much stuff to do.
So, but anyway, yeah, it's probably more expensive to stay on the Strip.
A little bit.
So I have to say, we went off the Strip a couple times. Once to go to the Palms Casino and Resort.
That was awesome.
We did that on Sunday night.
That was a great night.
And
Palms,
yes,
I did not want to leave that place.
Yeah,
we were actually.
I was doing great on the machines.
Yeah,
there.
you were. Yeah,
yeah.
You were like, I won a little bit, and you had like $500. I was like, what, a little bit? I was like, let's go.
Buying lunch the next day at the airport.
Yeah,
take what you want.
Yeah.
But no, I really enjoyed it there, and I really wanted to stay there because someone at where I work told me about it.
The Palms.
Yeah, but it's not on the Strip, and I wanted you guys. Too? Yeah, I wanted you guys.
To stay,
they have suites. They have suites. Great. I know the casino was great.
It was so hot though. It was.
They have hotel rooms, but they also have suites. So if you want to have like a little refrigerator and a little kitchenette.
Wasn't that on Fremont?
No, it was off. It was off the main Strip, the big Strip.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah,
Fremont,
but it wasn't. No,
Fremont off downtown.
Fremont's more. We can talk about that, but no, this was off. It was it's a mile off the Strip, and you can take shuttles. They have shuttles that will take you to the main Strip. But
I'd stay there easy. I mean, that casino was so great. It was huge, and I mean, the area walking around was pretty great.
Yeah,
too.
it didn't feel old and stuffy or anything.
Not at all. It
was really nice.
Alive. Yeah.
So that would be one thing. Now, if you want,
I heard the Rio has some decent prices too, and they're on the Strip. I think they're on the Strip somewhere, but I heard they have like pretty decent room prices too. So
yeah,
if you want to save some money.
Well, but also going to the old downtown where Vegas. That was the original Las Vegas.
Well, yeah, the OG Vegas.
So there's Binion's, there's the Golden Nugget, there's San Francisco, there's what else are some of those down there?
Binion's was amazing.
But anyway, that if you want to stay there, those are a little bit less expensive, I would say. But, I mean, I don't think you can go wrong. This is what I think I stressed out over where we should stay, and I probably paid more than I probably should have. But I really don't think you can go wrong whether you stay downtown on Fremont Street and then just you can take a cab or an Uber go to the Strip one night. Honestly, I think that's probably what I would do.
Yeah, Binion's was amazing, I gotta say. Binion's was amazing. And that steak that we had, too, the steakhouse, the first night, oh my goodness, I have not had a steak that good.
Yeah, and even the steak, so if you go to a steakhouse on the Strip.
It's like $200 for a steak.
Yeah, this was more like
Binion's
60 to 70, 80, 90, depending on the cut.
Amazing. And it felt like a $300 restaurant. Like it was super
very nice.
dim lit, everyone had very nice clothes, the servers were like very fancy and proper. I was like,
it's on the 22nd floor of the casino.
I need to dress up nicer for this. I was like, wow. So, and then
you didn't have to be nice. I mean, you couldn't wear like cutoffs
or go casual
or like
it's pretty cool
tank tops. But other than that, you could wear anything.
Pretty cool.
So I think if I were to pick, I would pick the Palms, or I would stay down on Fremont Street the next time, the old Vegas area.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, I'd stay. If the Strip if the Palms is closer than the Strip, then I'd stay at the Palms. But
yeah, definitely difference in price for sure. So if you want to stay the extra few nights, maybe the old Fremont area.
What did you do for breakfast? I never talked about that with you because me and Nathaniel, we woke up like 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock every single morning. Yeah. And we always wanted to get breakfast, but you always got breakfast. So how was it?
Well, I would just usually go down and get a $6 cup of coffee.
Oh, yeah? $6?
And I actually, the first morning, because Dad got in at 4 and he was sleeping.
Did they have like eggs?
So I got up at like 7 or 8, and I just went walking around to explore and find out what there all was around us.
Yeah, get a feel for it.
Get a feel for it.
Yeah.
So that was a good thing to do. But one morning, Dad and you guys I think took off or did something. I had found this restaurant, which was actually in our hotel, but the outside was on the Strip. So, like, if you were just walking by, you could see the restaurant. But if you were in our hotel and you could walk into the restaurant and go. It was set up weird. Yeah. But it was called, what's that called? Alexa's, Alexa's. The atmosphere was really good. Now, it was probably, $60
A little expensive.
breakfast,
But
little on the pricey side. Well, $20 a person.
Okay.
Figure.
Okay, yeah.
But the atmosphere was amazing. They have all these different kind of little rooms and sitting areas.
They have music too?
They had music. They started playing jazz music. Dad and I actually sat at the bar and ate because the tables, there was a long wait. And they said, if there's a place at the bar, you can go get a place there. And we were served our full breakfast right there.
Nice.
Yeah, and we each had a drink.
Nice. And,
it was just really cool. And you know, that was like Americana, you know, American restaurant. And it was like a $2 compared, you know, like 2 or 3, you know, you can have 1, 2 or 3 or 4. So it was sort of mid, you know, a little less than mid.
It was Binion's too. And then Guy Fieri's restaurant. That was one of the best meals I've ever had in my life. And it was like, I don't know if it was I think it was a meal. I don't know if it was an appetizer, but.
I think we just did appetizers. You did.
It was these pizza rolls.
Oh, yeah.
That were stuffed with cheese.
Nothing like that.
It had pepperoni topped with a bunch of stuff on it. I don't know what was on it. And then it had like shredded Parmesan on top of it. Then it had like some marinara sauce and it had some white sauce. And every single bite had so much flavor. Sometimes, you know, you eat a huge dish and it's just super bland after eating it halfway, you know, and you just get full of it and sick of it. Not that. I could have ate 2 servings of that just back to back. Just every bite was just so good.
It was tasty.
Quality. Yeah.
For sure.
What did you get?
Dad and I had a salad because I had not eaten anything green in like 3 days.
Nathaniel had these taquitos.
Yeah,
and they came out in this like, what was it?
It was just a fancy cone bowl.
Yeah. And he was like, I've had a lot of taquitos, but those were the best ones I've ever had in my life. And I was like, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And then the waiter, we asked the waiter about Gordon Ramsay and like, does he come very often? He goes, absolutely. He comes and he will, the first thing he did, he walks straight into the kitchen unannounced. And he just inspects everything.
Yeah, he just
inspects it. That's so Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah, that's what he does on Hell's Kitchen. He just walks in the kitchen. Has this been claimed? What's happening?
Not Gordon Ramsay. We're talking about...
Guy Fieri.
Guy. I'm sorry. I got off on a tangent there.
Gordon Ramsay probably does the same thing, though. Let's be real.
Yeah, I know, right? But there is a Gordon Ramsay, and it was at the Planet Hollywood, which was right next to us.
They were advertising his burgers so much.
They have burgers, and they were big. Yeah, it was a big talk. But I went into the Planet Hollywood, and I saw the restaurant, and there were like all these, like lots of families with kids, but they're priced really on the lower end.
Really?
Yeah, surprisingly.
Wow, I did not expect that.
Another where we were, there was a lot of fast food on the strip. Surprisingly, there was a McDonald's, Taco Bell, Chick-fil-A, Panda.
There wasn't just any Taco Bell, though. Me and Nathaniel, we walked in because we wanted... Yeah, that's right. We got like 12 tacos for me.
You got the taco box or something.
We got more than 12. We got like 18. I think Nathaniel grabbed somebody's order on accident. I'm not
lying. Because that seemed like a lot of tacos.
Yeah, he grabbed 2 bags, and I was like, I thought it was just one. I was like, I'm not asking questions. More food for us. So, but we walked in.
Some the next morning.
There's like techno music playing, you know, and the cooks are like dancing as they're making food, and there's like lime green lights, and it has like Taco Bell with like the crazy logo. And there were these big old fountain drinks on the back of the wall, and it has like these huge slushy swirlers, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, are there daiquiri machines? He's like, yeah. It was like, these are the Mountain Dew Baja Blast, like the Taco Bell flavored ones. He's like, no. We're like, what even is this? We were like, this is a Taco Bell that's serving alcohol, and it's playing, you know, dance music. The cooks are actually having fun.
Yeah.
Cooking and dancing and stuff.
Exactly.
It was just ridiculous. So I've never seen anything like it.
Right.
And then for other, I know we talked about like cheap food. Let's talk about cheap drinks. CVS.
Okay, that's where we went.
Holy
This is where we stocked our rooms with
it was funny.
beer and booze.
I was on the airplane with Mom. I was like, do you think CVS has liquor or, you know, alcohol? And we were like, I don't know. Probably. They might have slot machines, but I don't know liquor. We walked into CVS. They have a whole aisle for every type of booze.
Walgreens.
That too. No, both.
I didn't go to CVS. We went to Walgreens.
We went to Walgreens.
Walgreens was on our end, but we passed to CVS.
They had a rum section. They had a tequila section, a vodka section, a whiskey section, a wine section, a cognac section,
a beer cooler.
Section,
you could walk into
a whole beer cooler with every single beer you can imagine. I was like, is this a liquor store or a Walgreens?
Yeah. So that's where you go to get all your stuff for your room, get your snacks.
Get a bottle of vodka or rum for whatever, for
get your
decent
mixers.
prices. Yeah. Not overpriced, because I looked at the prices in the Paris hotel for a bottle of booze. For a bottle of New Amsterdam vodka that was $16 at Walgreens, it was 30.
Yeah,
Yeah,
almost double.
Whoa. Yeah, double. No,
Yeah,
literally double.
so don't buy there.
Yeah.
Also, what else was there? Oh, so someone told me to go to Hash House A Go Go, and this is like a great, especially breakfast place. But I think
Ooh.
they do lunch too, and they might even do dinner. I don't really know. We never made it there, and there's 2 or 3 locations in Vegas.
We never made it to so many
So
things.
Hash House A Go Go, but their plates are so big, their servings are so big, you could share it with 2 to 3 people.
Only $15?
Yeah.
Wow.
So that would be something to check out if you're looking for budget.
We should have done that the first day, and then we should have gotten to-go boxes. Oh, also, try to smuggle a microwave. We could not find a single microwave in the entire hotel that we stayed at. Because, I mean, me and Nathaniel, we ordered pizza 2 out of the 3 nights. And then we had a bunch of leftover food from the steakhouse and Guy Fieri's.
That was a bummer about our room.
Microwave.
We had no microwaves in our rooms, and we did have a little refrigerator, and that was it.
We ate the pizza cold, and that was still good, but like...
And no coffee pots either.
Yeah, that was...
So I don't know if that's normal or if that was just the Paris, but that was a disappointment.
So if you're in Vegas, try to source a microwave, because we couldn't find one in the entire city. So
yeah.
It was pretty hard. It was weird.
What else am I thinking? Oh, so also when you're walking down the strip, you'll see these places that they sell these frozen daiquiris, and they're called yard dogs, and they're $15, and you can get like an extra shot of booze for like $1 or $2, but they're really tall. Do you remember seeing those? They're about 2 feet tall.
Everywhere.
Yeah,
they're everywhere.
And they're like these kind of slender cups.
Yeah, I was just skeptical because I didn't know if the alcohol was actual alcohol.
I know.
You know, I didn't want to be serving sugar water.
Right.
And waste $15.
But apparently it's true. And it's real.
So.
Yeah. So that's a good way to make $15 go for a long way.
I guess. Yeah. Give me 3 shots and I'll make it last.
Right.
And then getting around. Yeah. Walking is... come on. Walking is pretty cool because you want to see the views, but eventually your legs are going to get tired.
Well, the strip is like 4 miles long, the whole thing.
It's
huge. It's easily walkable.
Mm-hmm. But we were thinking before we went to Vegas, we're either going to walk or we're going to Uber everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
The first Uber driver we got from the airport, he was cool, I guess. He didn't really talk too much. He was kind of quiet. Then the second Uber we got, not a peep or something. Otherwise, then he was coughing or sneezing, but not a peep really. And it was just, I don't know, silent and awkward.
Right.
And then we were like...
but where we got dropped, where we stayed at the Paris, the Uber drivers had to go back to the garage parking lot.
In the very
and so then you
back.
had to walk all the way through this long area to get to your hotel.
Uh-huh.
The actual hotel where you could get to the elevator to get to your room.
And the taxis would come up front.
Yeah, they would come right up front, but with all the limos and all that. And so we decided to take a taxi. And
the taxi guys were super cool. They gave us tips. They gave us, their update on their life living in Vegas. What to do, what to see, what not to do, what not to see.
Right. Their life stories.
They were super cool and down to earth.
And they were actually a little bit cheaper than Ubers. So I'm just saying. I would totally go the taxi route. And even getting back to the airport was cheaper than when we took an Uber from the airport into the city. Yeah.
Damn it. Yeah. We waited, 35 minutes for that guy, too?
Oh, yeah. That was a big, long line there.
Also, so if you're flying to Vegas and you're going to take an Uber into the city...
Which don't. Take a cab.
Take a cab, but also...
Number one.
Book the cab, like, as soon as you get off the flight, right before you get your luggage, book it there so the guy has time to get there. So when you're actually walking out to the big old parking garage... He's waiting and he's pulling up.
Yeah.
So you don't have to wait 35 minutes and cigarette smoke and, commotion. Because that's what we were doing. We were exhausted, jet lagged, trying to get to our hotel room, and we were like, okay, let's go.
Yeah. So anyway, I would vote taxi over that, and then walk.
Me too.
And then there is some kind of a bus thing. If you want to do the strip, that's the thing you can do. That's easy. Jump on, jump off, whatever.
Go see it yourself. Do what you want to do. You know, make it happen. Make it your vacation.
Make it yours.
Yeah. And then I wanted to see the Sphere too. That was
let's talk about sites, things to do there.
Mm-hmm.
So the Sphere, talk about that.
They have a 2-hour show that's offered, so you have to reserve tickets. It's $90 for a 2-hour show. You have to book the tickets in advance online, but you can go up to it and just look at it. And it's
from the outside.
It's a sight, okay? It's worth it because you think it's pretty big, and then you're like, it's probably not that big, and then you actually go up to it. You look like an ant.
You do.
Yeah.
When you the pictures.
It's moving, it's warping and stuff, and it's showing, animatronics, and it's just a super cool view.
Yeah. And so we didn't really know a whole lot about it. And then when we walked up to just go see it from the outside, they were telling us about, we have a show and it doesn't start till 2, and it was already 1:00, and we were going to head down to Fremont Street again on Sunday.
Yeah.
And we didn't want to wait. And then it was going to be like a 2-hour deal. And so we just kind of blew it off. But I would definitely book that ahead or make time in your schedule for that for sure. Sounds amazing on the inside.
Let's see.
What
There's
else?
the Bellagio Fountain Show.
Yep.
That's actually free. So if you want a good show, you can go see that for free.
Yeah. And they do it during the day, but then at night they do it as well. But then it's all lit up, and all the fountains are blowing up into the, up into the sky, and they're just beautiful.
Going to the Bellagio, it has a beautiful garden scenery view, a beautiful just ambience to it. Caesar's Palace is really cool too. The Tower Hotel, Trump Tower Hotel. Yeah. You
and Nathaniel went there.
Went there,
I didn't get there.
Didn't go in. Or no, we did go in.
You did?
Yeah. It was beautiful. So
it's all gold on the outside.
It's over the top. It's over the top.
It's
like
Trump.
Yeah. It's just golden, and apparently, on one floor, all the toilet seats are actual 24 karat gold.
Wow.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
There's also the Shelby Museum if you're into cars.
Oh yeah, we wanted
to
to
check
see
that out.
We did.
We didn't make it that far.
And then Fremont Street, Friday night, there's always live music from at least 3 different bands.
They have
so there's country,
big stages.
Yeah, there's country music, there's reggae music, and there's jazz music. So it's really cool.
And it's just wild down there on Fridays.
Then you can go to the Welcome to the Las Vegas sign too, which we passed.
We passed right by it.
Yeah, we didn't even think about it. I mean, I got a Las Vegas, a Welcome to Las Vegas sign,
but that was at the airport.
Yeah, it's kind of like it. There you go.
There it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
So not like the real deal, but it's
it's the same thing. No,
makes a point.
Yeah.
Makes a point.
Yeah.
So I think those are some fun things to do, and just have fun and just get out. And I mean, there's clubs. You guys never did any clubs.
Go to the pools.
There's lots of shows and things.
The Bellagio.
Wait, I have to tell.
The Bellagio had a heated pool. We didn't have a heated pool. We should have gone to the Bellagio to swim because it was so cold.
Yeah, and you can go to other hotels typically and go to their pools.
I know. I was I didn't even know that they had a heated, because that's we walked and we got in the pool and we were we're kind of cold because the wind was hitting us too.
Oh yeah,
so when
it
we
was
got
windy.
out, we were just shivering, right?
Yeah.
But if it was a heated pool, oh man, that would have been great.
Well, you would have got out and still got cold.
Yeah, but still, I would have stayed in.
Anyway, so
oh my gosh, that's where the drinks were expensive. It was $37 for 2 drinks at the pool. That was it. It was $40 for 2 drinks at the pool.
Where?
At the Paris.
No, it was for one. That's
right.
Asked.
Yeah, it was even worse.
I said, how much are drinks? She goes, 37. And I go, 37? She goes, well, that's a double. And I went,
get me out of here. Run.
Really?
I'm going to go buy a bottle of liquor.
I didn't win that much last night.
Yeah. That's insane, but...
Anyway, totally awesome.
Make it your vacation.
Right.
You can listen to I recommend you listen to our advice because we've been there, done that.
Yeah.
But also don't copy everything we did. Go explore and have fun. I mean, there's so much to do there. You'll never find yourself bored.
Right.
And the people there. You can meet some pretty crazy cool people there, too. Some random
people. People are friendly. We had fun.
People are very friendly. Yeah. Because everyone's in a great mood. Everyone's like, hey, it's Vegas. Yeah, Vegas, baby. Viva la Vegas.
Yeah. And Dad and I, we went to go see
the Scorpions.
The Scorpions.
Yeah.
Which, I don't know how many of our listeners know who they are, but old band and amazing. They were at Planet Hollywood, seats about 7,000 people. Amazing show. These guys are in their 70s right now, and they had more energy than I've seen some current.
They're 76. And you've recorded this video of a drum solo that actually blew my mind. I was like, that's a 75-year-old or whatever doing that? And she was like, yeah. I was like,
yeah. It went on I had it recorded for 4 minutes, and I didn't catch the beginning, and I turned it off because I couldn't even take it anymore.
Yeah, I was like, oh my gosh.
I'm like, oh, this guy's amazing. These guys had so much energy, and they gave their all to this show. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Talk about passion.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be Ozzy Osbourne, where it's kind of it's pretty great, but he's taking some abuse.
Nothing like that.
These guys went crazy.
Yeah.
So you got your money's worth and more.
They were in it.
So
in it, yes, to win it for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
But man, Vegas was awesome.
It was a great trip. So
yeah, I could talk about this for another hour.
I know. Anyway, I think it's time to wind down. And
I think so.
We actually saw Elvis there too. Everyone goes, "Where's Elvis?" He was
there.
Yeah. It's a lookalike.
Yeah. He's always getting tickets.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So anyway, well, it was fun to reminisce, Greg.
Yeah, it was.
That was great.
It always is.
It was just a trip of a lifetime, and it will be in my memories forever.
Yeah, I want to go back. Mm-hmm. Nathaniel says he wants to go back, so I was like, all right, let's do it.
You can definitely do it again and do different, for sure.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
We're going to do that.
There was a time that you couldn't do it. It's changed a lot.
We'll make it our bachelor party, something like that.
There you go. Yeah. Relive it.
Yeah.
What was that movie?
The Hangover.
The Hangover.
Yeah. You've seen that? Yes.
Isn't there's like more than one.
There's two. Yeah.
I think I saw the first one.
Yeah. It was in Vegas.
Matthew McConaughey, isn't he in there?
He's one of them, I believe.
For little trivia, for those of you that don't know, Matthew McConaughey lives in Austin. Has a place here. So
I don't know if it was Matthew McConaughey. I know it was one guy named Alan.
Maybe that's another movie I'm thinking of. So. Anyway, well, there you go.
Yeah, so when we were in Vegas, Nathaniel was like, "Dude, you got to see You've seen it, right?" And I was like, "No, I haven't." He's like, "You haven't seen The Hangover?" He's like, "Dude, it's exactly what we're doing almost right now." I was like, "No way."
You guys were up late, and then that one night you didn't even go to bed.
No, we were like, "Screw it, let's stay up all night. Let's do it. And then we hit the casino at like 4 in the morning. We're like, lost $20. All right, let's go order pizza.
And one night you guys ordered pizza, and you forgot about it and fell asleep.
Yeah, we fell asleep.
Didn't even get it.
Passed out before. No, it was in the lobby.
Yeah, but like, well, you're not going to find that the next day.
No. Knuckleheads. We felt bad about that.
Stupid.
I gave him like $10 for that pizza. Yeah. What happens? What happens? Vegas stays in Vegas.
That's right. That's the saying.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right, my friends. I hope you enjoyed our little diversion here, and
enjoy this podcast because this was a fun one for us.
Yeah.
We love reminiscing.
Right. So next round, we're going to get back onto some stuff, and we're working on a website right now. We've got some new fun things coming down the pike. We've been a little lax lately because my schedule's been nuts, and I'm getting that relieved, and so we're clearing it up.
Yeah.
So anyway, all right. Well, we are glad that you are listening, and we appreciate you guys so much.
Share with your friends.
Yeah, start thinking about a Vegas trip. That can be your takeaway from this.
It is fun.
From this episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for listening. And remember, you are not alone.